during my first baby, I didn't actually know or have any information about breastfeeding and how to increase your milk supply there. And when we were in the hospital, we were advised not to start bottle feeding the baby in order to avoid nipple confusion. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Amanda and we are back again with another video. Now, if you're a breastfeeding mom, or you're pregnant, or an expectant mom, or someone that wants to know about breastfeeding or breast milk in general, then this video is for you, so keep on watching. And if you're wondering why I look this bit, I just uploaded I just shot a very beautiful tutorial on this amazing look. So if you want to know how I got myself to look like this, like a doll, then please check the video. I'll leave a link here and in the description box. But now I want to talk about increase of milk supply. But before we do, if you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Please subscribe, hit the notification bell so each time we upload a video you will get notified. And let's get right on into the video. So now the question is, how do I increase my milk supply? Before I continue this video, I want to just put out a disclaimer. I'm not a nurse, I'm not a lactating nurse or a professional in this aspect, but I am a lactating mom because I'm still breastfeeding my 15-month-old baby. Yes, Sky, she's a year and a couple of months and she's still breastfeeding. And I've had 3 babies in 3 years. So I have a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old. And from my experience, I think I can advise you on how to increase your milk supply. So, to put it to you, different babies or different children have different experiences throughout their life generally. Okay, let me say this again. Different kids have different experiences when it's coming to breastfeeding. So I'm not about to say you must do it my way. My way might not work for you. But if you have any other tips, please leave it in the comment section so that we'll be able to educate ourselves and, learn more. So, how do you increase your milk supply? Now, the female body, from the way I understand it, would produce more milk when there is more suction. So basically, if your baby is always breastfeeding, and if you're always pumping, your body is going to be telling your brain that it needs more milk for the baby and you're going to be producing more. If the baby should stop breastfeeding as frequently as the baby used to breastfeed, because when kids are still newborns, they feed like every 2 hours, but the older they get, the less amount of time they feed, but the less amount of time. So the lower the amount of time the child feeds, then the lower the breast milk would flow. Am I making any sense? I hope so. So if you want to produce breast milk, eat healthy, nutritious, well-balanced meal. Drink a lot of water, a ton of water, and make sure you're breastfeeding frequently. If you're not breastfeeding, then make sure you're pumping frequently. That is the only way, that's the basic way to get that milk flowing. I remember during my first baby, I didn't actually know or have any information about breastfeeding and how to increase your milk supply there. And when we were in the hospital, we were advised not to start bottle feeding the baby in order to avoid nipple confusion. And because that was my first baby, I had no idea that I should have been at least pumping to increase my milk supply, because they said don't give the baby a bottle. So I just felt okay, that's fine, meaning that whenever it is it's time for me to start breastfeeding, then I can start bottle feeding, then I can start pumping. But that's not true. In fact, you're actually meant to start pumping while you're in the hospital in order to make your milk flow come in early. So I didn't know that, and I was breastfeeding for the first 3 months. I didn't pump. And then when it was now time for me to introduce bottle to my baby, because I would pump and then I would try to feed him off of the bottle. And then he preferred the bottle, the nipple of the bottle. So he stopped breastfeeding directly, and that made my milk supply go down. So, I was trying my possible best to increase my milk supply then, and nothing really worked out the way I wanted it to work. They have these lactation cookies that they sell on Amazon that actually helped with my milk supply, but I felt like if I ate a lot of that, then I'll gain weight, and I didn't want to gain a lot of weight. So someone recommended fenugreek, and I tried fenugreek. Fenugreek is like a seed that you just boil it, extract the water, and then you drink. I would leave maybe a picture if I can find one so you see what it looks like. And I tried that, and trust me when I said it worked. My breast milk opened up like a tap, because and note, like I said before, the basic is for you to keep pumping, keep expressing, or keep breastfeeding in order for your brain to tell your body, okay, your body needs more milk, or your body to tell your brain, oh, my body needs more milk for this child, produce more, give me the hormones to produce more. That's basically what your body is trying to tell your brain, and your brain is going to do that. But if you don't keep trying to express or breastfeed, then even the fenugreek wouldn't work. So when my baby stopped breastfeeding directly because he preferred the bottle, then I decided to put myself on a schedule of pumping every 2 hours or every 1 hour 30 minutes. I was doing this, and I was setting my alarm in the middle of the night, and I was waking up, and I kept pumping and pumping and pumping. And before the next 2-3 days, my milk supply increased. And the more I pumped, the more I drank the fenugreek tea, the more my milk kept flowing and flowing and flowing, enough to the extent of storing in the freezer and saving. So that was my experience with my first baby. Why I said your experiences might differ depending on the child is because, I'm about to tell you my second experience. So with my second baby, which was Snow, I already knew I was supposed to start pumping from the beginning. So I already started pumping from the beginning. I was breastfeeding and pumping at the same time. And, it was going perfectly fine. I didn't have any milk supply issue. My milk came in after like 3 days, and, he was breastfeeding fine. I did not see a reduction in my milk supply until he grew older to start introducing things like solids, and he wasn't breastfeeding as frequently as he used to before. Then my milk supply reduced. It doesn't mean that it reduced to the extent of drying up, no, because as long as the child is still sucking, the breast milk is still going to be coming out. So how would you know if you have enough supply for the child? I don't know how to calculate it mathematically, but as long as the child is eating and the child is full, you know when your child is hungry. Basically, if your child is always cranky and always crying, then maybe your child is hungry or something else. I don't know, but I don't know if I'm making any sense. But if you pump and give the child a specific amount, depending on the weight, there are specific amounts of milk a child is supposed to be able to eat. I might find a chart and put it somewhere so that you would see. But depending on the child's age, weight determines the quantity of food the child is supposed to take in order to be satisfied at least, or get the complete nutrition the child needs. So like I said, my milk supply was fine until I started introducing pureed table food to my son, and my milk supply went down. Now with Sky, my milk supply was fine. I kept pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping, and the girl said she was not interested in drinking milk from the bottle. I pumped close to like 500 bags of milk. My whole freezer was filled up. I even had a spare freezer for milk, and I ended up throwing it all away because she refused to drink from the bottle. So when she refused to drink from the bottle, I just figured that there was no need pumping, waking up in the middle of the night to pump, and I stopped. And I'm still breastfeeding, and she's like 15 months. My milk supply is not high, but it's enough for the quantity she needs at this age, because she's also eating solids. So that's my own take on this. And then what else? I just lost my chain of thought. I remembered something I wanted to say and I lost it. Oh my god, what did I want to say? So basically the rule means pump more, eat nutritious food. You can supplement, try fenugreek tea, you can try lactation cookies if that's what works for you. Do your research, make sure you ask your doctor first before you do anything, and see what works for you and your baby. Every child is different, okay? So I hope this video helps you when it's coming to increasing your milk supply, and I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so anytime I post you would know. But with that said, I will see you in my next video.